Hi, diddle diddle. What's going on, everybody? My name is Big B, and I'm back here with a Teen Titans Episode 7 recap review. This was going to be really quick. I know the last one ran a little bit long, but for the most part, this one's going to be relatively quick because this episode had a lot of questions and that were like answered, but then it gave you more questions, but like not in a good way. Like it was kind of like, what happened here exactly? And it's a little confusing. So we're gonna dive into it. So pretty much, episode starts off. Jason and Scarecrow are there, and Jason goes to Scarecrow. Oh man, Gotham got pretty crazy last night. Yada yada. He's like, oh yeah. And he's like, oh, you're not mad I took your stash? And he's like, oh no, I'm not Batman. Then Jason goes to take a hit because all the heads of the crime family wants to meet up. And when he does that, he goes to take the toxin or the fear, whatever they're calling it. Pretty much, whatever he takes paralyzes him, and Scarecrow's like, yeah, I'm not Batman. So Jason's pretty much out of this episode the entire way. Very annoying overall. I mean, literally. Then after that, it's like Dick and Barbara going back and forth saying how they, you know, Dick keeps trying to get Barbara to use Oracle. And back to what I said in the last video where that was the whole point of the picture. It was literally just to get into Oracle. But this episode in general, and you know what? I'm not even going to like recap it anymore because it's driving me nuts. This episode felt rushed. It felt rushed. I really felt like they didn't expand a lot on it. I really felt like, they answer so many questions. So like, and I'll just keep going through it. Pretty much, they go down there and they, Barbara and Dick go to Oracle, open it, activate it. Like, oh, I want to find Jonathan Crane. Oracle finds him. Dick goes and what he hears is, this building at this time, I'll be there in 35 minutes. Dick gets there, and it's another guy with one of those bombs in his chest, and he brought Superboy with him, and then it explodes, and that's how they figure out that Scarecrow's in Oracle. But then what drives me crazy is that's all they really did, because then right after that, Barbara says to Oracle, how do I destroy you? And then it's deactivated, and Scarecrow's like, oh, even Batman need Oracle to beat me. And it's like, all right, that's fine, and I understand that, but that's it. Like, he had one bomb, and that's why, it just really felt rushed. This episode, it felt like a filler episode. That's what it really felt like. It felt like a filler episode, and it's really just one of those things that kind of is annoying. You knew it was gonna happen. You need a filler episode. So to keep going forward, they go into the cutscene where Scarecrow meets up with all the crime family members or head crime bosses, whatever the case may be, and they're like, "Oh man, this is your operation. We didn't know. We thought it was Red Hood." And he's like, "Yeah, Red Hood's works for me. Yeah, yeah." So he pretty much tells them, "Oh, I only need certain things. I'll make you all rich. I'm gonna get Gotham infected with my stuff." And then it cuts to Blackfire and Starfire, and they're going back and forth, and eventually they start looking up this one of the mobster ladies who was there. They go to her house to try to get information to cut a deal about Scarecrow. Mobster chick tells them, "Oh, well, in order for me to give up Scarecrow, you got to give me something," which is normally how those deals work. And then, it goes back and forth of literally like not really much going on. There's a moment where Gar is in Jason's room, which was also Dick's room, and he's trying to figure out what was going on, and eventually finds a letter that you never really find anything about. In line A says like Juvie 101, if your first stash gets compromised, always have a second. Then it cuts back to Blackfire, Starfire finding this chick's son, the mobster lady, and telling, "Oh no, you need to come back. Your mom wants her. She's worried about you. Yada yada." Then it literally cuts back to Dick going back to Barbara after Oracle's disabled, and he's like, "So we can't use it?" And she's like, "No." And he pretty much tells Barbara, "Listen, if you're not gonna help, don't get in the way." And they're kind of fighting, and she's like, "Well, the two of us are smart enough. We can figure this out." Pretty much, they find a way to track down Scarecrow and where his plan's going down. But then it like jumps back to the mobster with Starfire and Blackfire, and they bring the son, and this is probably the craziest part of the entire episode. Her son comes in, she acts really concerned, and then she takes a gun and shoots him in the head. And it was like, oh, he was working for the FBI. And it's like, what the hell just happened? And then what Starfire does is she's like, the mobster chick's like, oh, deal's a deal. I'll give you what you want. No problem. And Starfire's like, oh, I like to shake on my deals. And when she shakes the chick's hand, she burns her alive pretty much. After that, she calls up Dick, tells her, oh, because one of the mobster's lady's henchmen came in and gave up information that he needed Freon. Somehow, Starfire, Blackfire call up Dick. Dick gets the information of, oh, yeah, this is nice. Like, oh, yeah, she delivered Freon. And then from there, he figures out that Scarecrow's operating out of, like, Mr. Freeze's old place. And again, I know this isn't the greatest recap or review, but it's really annoying just how, like, the whole episode was just very rushed, and you were expecting so many things. So then towards the end of the episode, before they go do the big fight, Starfire gives Blackfire, like, her armor back, I guess. And then they all gear up to go. And then, like, this is where it gets annoying. They find Scarecrow really easy. He didn't expect it to happen. All his men get defeated real easy. He kidnaps Jason, leaves. All the mobsters who were there, abandon it. And, like, that's it. And like, oh, yeah, we won. And then at the end of the episode, it shows Scarecrow driving with Jason saying, don't worry, we're going to fix this. Even though Jason the entire time is, like, out of it. He's all messed up. Like, you can clearly tell that Scarecrow's keeping him for bait. But pretty much then after that, it's them celebrating. And then at the end of the episode, Barbara and Dick, like, have a moment and kiss and get back together. So, like I said, it answered a lot of questions in the aspect of, what exactly was Scarecrow doing? What was his plan? What was his plan with Jason? Was he trying to get in the Oracle? But then, like, it opened up more questions. Like, for instance, where the hell was Lady Vic? Where was she this entire episode? Last episode, she made a badass entrance. This episode, his second gun, nowhere to be found. Nope. Didn't elaborate on Tim Drake at all, on the shooting of his parents, anything like that. I mean, I think you're going to need Bruce Wayne for that. You're going to need Batman, but you're never going to get that in order to get Tim Drake, because how else is he going to have that happen? You can't make a Robin without Batman. That's a little odd. And then, like, is Scarecrow, like, beaten? Is that it? Or are we setting up for a much bigger ending? Are we setting up for something that, Scarecrow has a plan B? Scarecrow is ready to, really dig in deep. Again, just the whole episode felt like a filler episode. It felt rushed. It felt just overall just, like, upsetting. I mean, you can go and watch it. It's the shortest episode of any of the Titans in all 3 seasons. It's only 40 minutes long. Watch it. Let me know what you think. I mean, honestly, it's one of those things that it's really more annoying than anything else. I hate when you get really excited. This is why I don't like watching them weekly, because you get really excited and then you get an episode like this and I was like, great, and I gotta wait a whole nother week to hopefully get some freaking answers or something, because this is bad. But overall, if you want to leave a comment, leave it down below. If not, if you feel like how I feel, where it just felt rushed and you kind of got cheated, I mean, you expect it, but still, it's one of those annoying episodes. So ran through this pretty quickly. Like I said, go watch the episode. It's not the worst episode in the world. It's just annoying and rushed. Until next time, see you.